Hey guys, how's it going, Electron Man? Well, I got I guess we'll call this one for my, if you got a test bench series, what you need, and things under like $50. Kind of already covered a few things. The next one I'm going to cover is the magnifying glass, and especially if you're my age, it definitely comes handy. But even you know, for the young snipper whappers, you know, this comes in handy because, you know, sometimes it's just too small to really see, especially when you're working on the new electronics these days. But anyway, let's get to what the next item that you ought to have for your little test bench is. Here you go. It's a magnifying glass. Now, I got this one off of Amazon, and I will provide a link for it. And I tell you, I'm really quite impressed. They have made so much headway in this type of stuff. The one I've got out there on my old bench, which I've seen you probably seen me use before. It uses an old incandescent lamp, and it's like got a plastic hood, and you know, I mean, it is what it is, but it does have a magnifying glass with a light. Well, the new ones use an LED. As you can see, this has got an LED strip. I think even the optics are better. And this particular one I purchased actually has a little base. And typically, what I do, if you look at the way it mounts into it, it actually has, you know, you can mount it to this base. You also have the desk mount that you can use, which obviously mounts to the side of the table. And it's really handy too. And I mean, obviously it does the same thing. And the way you can articulate this thing around, you can just about adjust it any way you want, and you can adjust the tension. But again, see how you can see through it. But so you also got the nice option to just, if you need to mount it on the corner of your desk, it works great. That the weighted base here, and I think I'm going to use it for a while. But anyway, back to, a lot of times what I do, I just get a drill bit that size, and I'll just drill a hole, you know, wherever I want on my bench, especially since it's a workbench, and I'll just put it in that hole, and it works really good. But like I said, I kind of like this weighted platform here, and I think it's kind of nice because I can just, you know, I don't use this every day, and this kind of gives me the ability just to move it to the side if I don't need it. But anyway, let's go ahead and put it together. Hopefully that's, let me get it back a little further. Maybe that, get the camera here. But anyway, I mean, there's really nothing to put together. It comes with a little 12 volt, I mean, our little 120 volt adapter, which, you know, about everything runs on ESB anymore, uses these little adapters. I've actually got a plug adapter over here that's got USB power too, but anyway, it needs USB power, and it'll just slip in here like so. Of course, you can also use it with this mount, and I actually like this mount because it's got vertical, and if you had like a side something you want to mount it, you can mount it to the side, either direction. I mean, gives you a lot of versatility. You could even mount it on something flat like this and go up this way. So it gives you lots of versatility. But like I said, I'm really kind of digging the platform here. But this is a nice little mount made out of metal. Seems to be pretty sturdy. Comes with a cleaning rag and instructions, which I don't know why you need instructions. But anyway, let me go ahead and plug it in here. I've got, like I said, I've got this little USB power outlet that I use over here. So I got power to it now. And of course, you know, it's your typical spring-loaded mechanism. You know, you can move it forward this way, you know, which gives you, I mean, that's a huge range. I mean, it gives you forward here. Of course, then you can go back. And you also got this way. The way I like it's right there, actually. And then, of course, you can look at your item. Actually, let me see if we can get something in here so you can kind of get an idea. Oh, and the light. Let me show you the light here. And power it on. It's nice and bright. It's brighter than my incandescent, and it also gives you temperatures too. You can do the, I don't know, what is it, 4,000 or whatever, 5,000, and then you know, then you got the 3,500, and you got the 2,000. So it gives you different types of light. I think I like the white more than I do the yellow tint. But yeah, I mean, look at all them different modes. I mean, which is really cool. I mean, that's something you sure couldn't do in the incandescent days with my other lights. And then, of course, you can also adjust the intensity too. You can bring it down. You can bring it up. But you know, obviously, I mean, if you ever had one of these, you kind of know what I'm talking about. But and not only do you have up and down and out and back and forth, but you also have left and right here. So you go ahead and see if I can get you an example here. I actually got this because I've been working on these 3DSs, and there's some small stuff. In fact, I'm needing to put a new power adapter on this one, so let me go ahead and get this set underneath here and kind of give you an idea. Well, I'll do it this way. Here's looking at it this way, and then here's looking at it this way. Here's where I got to add the adapter right there. Hopefully you're getting a good picture of that. I don't know if the camera's seeing it good, but I mean, the optics are awesome on this. You see how much easier that's going to be for me to see the solder than trying to see it there. Which I'm totally sold on it, and I really think the optics are better on this one than the older one I had. I don't know if they've actually made the optics better, but this is, you know, this is real glass, real optics, and of course, you know, you can bring it out and even make it more, or bring it in, make it smaller, and then it's got a, I think they call this a 10x. It's got the 10x hole here, which I don't know if you can see that or not, but see if I can get you in that 10x hole. But isn't that amazing? This one's called the Geyotar. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'll provide a link down below. But anyway, this is just kind of a, they're not expensive. They're under $50, and I mean, if you do any intricate work, this guy pays for itself in one time. Like I said, with me doing these 3DSs now, it's definitely a had-to item. And I thought about taking the one off my old bench, but I hated to do that, and I thought, heck, I'll just go ahead and get a new one. And I'm actually digging this one more than my old one. I mean, obviously the LED functions, being able to change the light temperature, being able to adjust the intensity of the light. I think the optics are actually better on it, and again, I really enjoy the little base here. I find it really handy. I mean, basically, I can just kind of stash it off to the corner here when I'm not using it, and then slide it out here when I need it. You know, it just makes it a little bit more portable, and it's not in the way that way. And like I said again, I mean, look at those optics. I mean, they're just, to me, they're just amazing. Super clear. Did I turn it off? Whoops, sure did. But yeah, and then I mean, like I said, you can just have fun with different types of temperatures you want. I prefer the white, but that's just me. Anyway, guys, I don't want to ramble about this. This just kind of goes into my series of handy items I have on a repair bench, and you know, somebody just starting out, I'm hoping maybe this will kind of help you out, kind of get you a good idea where to start, and you know, it's a lot of things you end up buying that you just don't use, and this is definitely a have-to item. I think the next thing I'm going to cover is a third hand, and I'll kind of show you what that is, but it's basically a little portable with a little magnifying glass that you can hold things to solder them, and I find those really handy. Those are like under $15 or $20, but anyway, I'm getting off the subject now. Sorry about that, but anyway, if you're looking for a good magnifying glass, lid magnifying glass, this is definitely one I would suggest, and I'm very pleased with the construction. Seems to be a good little item, and hopefully this will help you out, you know, and keep your repairs going. And as always, please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and have a great day. This is the Electron Man.